Hey, Reckless Tempest here, and today we're going to be trying out a Subpurrsible Slotbot brew. So, I've been trying to make Slotbot work, and it's pretty decent now, especially post-buff. But I really like Subpurrsible too, because it's a super efficient, like, in theory, it's a 5/5 for 5 that is elusive, so that's, and draws the card. Pretty good rate. But like the restriction's kind of tough, where you have to play 10 different cards, right, for it to get +4/+0 with different names. But if you draw a lot of cards, like Slotbot wants you to do, and Twisted Fate, you're going to see a lot of cards, which means you can play a lot of different cards. So I think my theory is that they all kind of work off the same card pool, except you have to make a few concessions for Subpurrsible bot. And some of the big ones here are like, I'm playing Clump of Wumps, just because it can give you two different cards. Trail of Evidence has actually been pretty good. I've really been liking it because it also counts as 2 cards for 1, but it's a little random. So it's like weirdly a 4-drop where you kind of want to wait until later in the game where all of the hits are kind of more relevant, and just like one veteran investigator, and just like we have a shock in here just to like add a little more diversity. And yeah, so that's about it. It's like pretty similar to the last Slotbot decks we were playing before, but has less of a chunky high end, mostly because we have 5/5s that are really good at owning people. So yeah, let's play some games. I'm trying to grind towards Masters right now, so I don't want to light my rating on fire. So we're just gonna do some normal games. We're going first. Lucian, Callista. Alright, I see the synergy there. They want to kill their own stuff.
Push back the darkness.
Let's lead with Clump of Wumps. Veteran can't block either, and both trade with the 2/1.
Bring in the heat.
Yep, that's fine. So we just don't want them to play Callista. That would be the big scary. If they pass back, I'm fine with that. We're down 1 mana, but I think we just need them to not like meme us pretty quickly, and we can kind of get the game on lockdown.
My shield is yours.
So they have the same power, the same health, and the same cost. So I'm gonna assume it'll go for champions.
This is a real spin to win.
I'm not totally sure. Maybe I should have played Investigator instead.
Bring in the heat.
Let's just run this out there. I'm just gonna slam gold card.
Call. Celebrate.
I'm always up for a round or two.
Yeah. So champion like rarity seems to be one of the tiebreakers. Fuck.
Hold it, partner.
Yeah, so we don't really have a good attack this turn. Fuck.
destiny.
Alright, they whiffed. Pretty lucky for us.
When tribe calls, a reply is promised.
That was lucky. So now we can just black market merchant this turn up.
Hesitation's a tell.
Wow, they're really in the tank. Judge, please.
No room for doubt.
I think I'm gonna reluctantly eat this 3. Now I would like to draw all the good cards.
Don't ask where it's from. Ask how much.
This is filthy. Absolutely filthy.
You dropped something.
There we go. That's the good stuff. What do you at? 7. Nothing really worth trading with right now. We're probably going to use a single combat to fight Lucian with whatever they challenge. Yeah, so let's say we do these blocks and we'll single combat over here. It's a bit of a 2-for-1, but we got all this crazy card advantage, we can afford to give up some. We're at 8.
Slow down, will you?
Soldiers, to me!
Time to get rowdy.
Wish we had some fat cat fishes. She can at least block here. That would be decent. Actually, even just trading off over here might be reasonable. That way it'll force them to spend more mana to add stuff to the board.
Fall by my sword!
Yes. A 4/4 for 3. Excellent. Cool. So we might be pitching Bannerman 8 mana. Maybe not. We might have to go Slotbot, Bannerman, get excited.
Show them what we're made of!
2 of them, eh? Wow. I guess if that's the case, we probably want to just run theirs out.
Soldiers,
It's
to
now
me!
ours. and trade. And probably get excited.
Follow my lead.
Or I guess chump, right? Chump trade.
Stand for what's right. I've come so far.
Hmm. Four, two. Might be better to Pilfered Goods this, or just get excited. We could Thermo Beam, we could Goods Beam, or just straight Beam.
Give it a whirl.
Single combat. This feels like a single combat tank.
Spin, spin, spin. You win. How did a machine like you get a cat stuck there?
I haven't heard that voice line before. Battle.
Raise the banner.
Fuck.
Lift our spirits.
7, 5. So we can fat catfish.
Treasures of the ages for a price.
This is gonna be tricky. Opponent, please. Fuck, no, I forgot what I was gonna do. Yeah, I think this was worth it just because we have Black Cat Merchant in play, so anything we draw is going to be reduced, and then we can start running out. Yeah.
You weren't using it.
See? Bam. More freebies.
Who does not know the name Laurent?
The only big downside is Sithri is going to be kind of annoying.
I'll write my own story.
Alright, we've gummed up the board. We just have to make sure we take her out before she can attack, so we can do some chumps.
Optimal outcome achieved.
So now we got 11.
Where you go, I go.
Yeah, maybe didn't need to play her. That was probably
How did a
loose.
machine like you get a cat stuck there?
Could have just kept it in hand. For get excited fodder. Alright, GG. cats has been pretty good. Not gonna hold off on opening that chest. Maybe this deck needs an extra Mystic Shot. I don't know. I am trying to, like... Yeah, let's try to find some removal. I'm still going to keep Twisted Fate, because you can still snipe off their big champions. Or should I say their 3/2s? The perfect draw. If they play Lucian, I will throw a beam it.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Hey,
I'm gonna go for the greedy play. Gonna Twisted Fate this shit away.
Means you can.
Let's play. Spin, spin, spin. You win.
They could have, oof, that was a bad head. Ranger's Resolve.
never lost a fair fight.
Which would be tragic. Yep.
Something for all.
Little annoying, but hey, what can you expect? Like, it's just such a good spell, right? Especially against stuff like Withering Wail and whatnot. Let's hit.
You cannot escape.
So we are gonna get excited to make sure our Twisted Fate lives. Just not totally sure what I want to toss. It honestly might even be the Rummage. Nah. It's I think I guess we probably need the Rummage to
Gotta trust your
Turbo.
instincts.
to turbo out Twisted Fate flip.
Master.
Optimal outcome achieved.
What are we at? 3 out of 10? Not good.
The dark beckons.
This actually still might be playable if, yeah, fuck.
How did a machine like you get a cat stuck there?
Hey, it's a 1/5 that can block a 3/1. It's good enough for me. I guess this is one of the matchups where you can just run it out and be like, go. Please don't have another 1-drop.
Night falls.
Yeah, I'll block.
Function call. Celebrate.
So we're at 3 out of 8. So we can flip him next turn.
Searching for some winners.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with this attack. Okay. Good card. I think we have to try to kill the fleet birdie. Yeah, we're not gonna have mana to play you. If they have another Ranger's Resolve. They have another Ranger's Resolve.
The treasure was in me the whole time.
Now this game's heating up.
Alright, we got memes. Oof. Oof. Big energy. Well, let's get out an elusive chump blocker.
Gotta go with the flow.
So we're gonna be gold carding Green Glade,
Blue as the serpent.
I assume.
Here we go.
Open bash. Yeah. We will block with our Slotbot. Yeah, we let this go through.
Thought you'd never ask.
This Ezreal's probably just gonna be running into a Runeterra hatchling. It's kind of insane how, like, weirdly well our deck lines up against them.
You dropped something.
So we're gonna be gold carding here.
No sweat. No, no.
Why are you here?
Fire beware.
Maybe I should have thrown out the Subpurrsible. I actually kind of like having... Yeah, I think that would have been better. GG!
I knew we had it all along.
So yeah, like, sometimes Subpurrsible, you don't even need to play 10 different cards for it to be good. It can just be a good old 1/5 elusive blocker. Okay, I think this is the meme deck Mogwai made. With Slotbot and like a ton of rummaging cards. We're gonna mulligan our Subpurrsible just because we're not actually set up for it, and I think we want to see things like get excited. I'm not totally sure though.
Where do you stand on cold shots?
Cold shots or cold shots? I don't mind cold shots. So I think here we just open bash. If they chump Asadas, they chump Asadas, and we just run out of Slotbot. If they don't, we fat catfish. Let's drop him the old hello. Rumage, discard. Oh no! Yeah, so this is most definitely the Mogwai deck. It's actually pretty tricky to play. I think I went like 0-6 the first time I played it. It's you need a big brain. A big, ridged brain.
Take me for a spin. Ha ha.
Yeah, now they're ahead on
Welcome.
Slotbot spins.
What did we get?
2, 4, 4, 5, yeah. Yeah, big stuff. Pool Shark too.
Never lost a fair game. Or played one. Eyes open.
Keep up, keep up.
Alright, next turn the plan is to steal. Steal something. I think we're gonna get outdone at our own game, which always feels bad.
A winner is you.
Yeah, please,
Through the coral.
please set. I don't, if I recall correctly, I don't think the deck plays Mystic Shot, but they have, oh no. Yeah, the map.
Until you win.
Ugh.
Try again.
Yeah, so we're actually going to be put on a pretty good clock soon, so... And I'm not sure how we're supposed to beat it. Yeah, so they're going to be drawing 4, so it'll be 6 out of 8 next turn. Actually, I think Clump of Wumps isn't relevant anymore because we're going to get owned by a giant elusive Slotbot. I guess we're like slightly more live against Slotbot than a Flip Twisted Fate. Alright, that makes it a bit easier. Let's thermo. I'm gonna hold on to it for Rumage fodder. Just Thermo Beam, Twisted Fate down.
What did we get?
3 off the Spellerino. So we have a 5-6, they have a 5-5. Shell of Evidence, not bad.
Jinx stands for Jinx. Durr.
You know what? Maybe I actually should have casted the Poison Puff Cap thingy. So I could have tried to bank on getting Plunder this turn. Yeah, that would have been heads up, yeah, if I Mushroom Clouded last turn. And then Thermo Beam Twisted Fate for 2. Because they drew 4 cards already. So I think we'd have had pretty good odds to turn Plunder on. Let's get that punt count up.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
We can bank 3 now, potentially. Might have been better to Trail of Evidence. Actually, yeah, I think I should have trailed Mushroom Cloud. Because Ezreal's like kind of black right now. I don't know why you would Twisted Fate Ezreal there. I mean, get excited Ezreal there, honestly. Like, it's never getting through. Whatever. I'll stop.
Function call. Celebrate.
Is our Slotbot better than theirs now? No, it's one off.
Check out the goods on this one.
I think they're also messing up the challenger thing. They probably could have got in last turn anyways by just sacking this and making our Slotbot have to block. I'm gonna save this scrap shot for a bit. I just want to see how this attack goes. Maybe it would have been better to just scrap shot Slotbot and try to meme in. I think something's gonna happen though. Is this double get excited? Okay, they're get excited 1, get excited 2, mystic shot.
I'm on a roll!
God, what a clinch. Because I don't think I can beat either of these cards. Ay. I think I have a better chance of beating Jinx. And I think that's slightly because of, she's gonna draw 2 cards, so we'll have, like, I think we're like 30% or whatever to get Plunder turned on. So we'll be able to get our Pilfer on and try to find something to kill this. Though we did mull a Thermo Beam, so we might be really low on ways to kill her. Oh, lucky. Big boy.
Watch this.
Why are you here?
Alright, step 1.
Treasures of the ages.
Oh no. No, they have Plunder.
Who's a good hunker, John?
Okay. Let's just do it now, whatever.
You weren't using it.
Okay.
This is a real spin to win.
Let's hold off.
A winner is you!
I guess we want to discard these two.
I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, so if we can get Ezreal to get a hit in, we can then Mystic Shot. Oh, motherfucker. Maybe I should have responded with get exciting them, and then playing out the Fat Cat Merchant. Probably not.
Gather round, gather round.
I don't want to attack with Slotbot because a 4-2 plus Mega Death Rocket will kill it.
Wait a minute. Something the matter? Wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna rock it now? Okay.
Bye-bye.
Nice selection. Speak for itself.
A game? Go on then.
Oh yeah!
Alright, so we finally got an answer. Oof, big draws.
Watch your step.
Face, so I'm going to 3.
Everyone goes boom.
How did a machine like you get a cat stuck there?
The Static Shock actually sucks right now. Sucks. Yeah, if they just pass, it's like super catastrophic. And they don't have a really good attack outside like this. Maybe I could have banked on that.
Spin, spin, spin! You win! How did a machine like you get a cat stuck there?
I brought my books. Hope that's all right.
Alright, they're starting to put her out.
Deal me in.
Might still be able to win
Where's the
this.
serpent?
I think they've burned through a good amount of get exciteds too. 15-3.
Nothing but a footnote. Now I've lost my place. You're disrupting my research.
Optimal outcome achieved!
should get a flip next turn. GG! Wow, what
It was in the cards.
a meme arena. Yeah, so let's wrap this up, but let's open a diamond chest while we're here. Pretty good. Crafting all those comments is really paying off. Nice. Yeah, so I don't know. The deck's kind of dope. I think it just needs a little bit of massaging. It's weird because it's like kind of it's a mid-range deck, and you kind of want decent removal sometimes against like really strong threats like Sejuani or basically champions, right? Like all the great threats in the game are mostly champions. So, but like one thing I used to do was I'd load these decks up with a burn a little more so that if they were more aggressive than you, instead of trying to answer everything, you would they develop, and then you try to like weasel damage in and throw a fuck ton of burn at them. Whereas with this, it might be a little tougher. Like, it's kind of tricky, because I think, like, the early turns are super important, but also you want cheap mana stuff so that you can get your Subpurrsible online. Like maybe something like Scrap Shot should be cut, for example, right? And we get, like, maybe get Excited up to 3, try to get Mystic Shot up a little higher. Azul's dope, we just never see him early in the game. But yeah, I think there's a lot of like meme-y kind of cool potential here. Like, I'm not totally sure on Clump of Wumps. I really like Coral Creatures. The Pilfer package is pretty reasonable. But yeah, so that's the end of this. If you liked it, click the subscribe button down below, like, and I'll see you next time.